captured back, as well as Mary. And outside of some questions, maybe for Pip, we're gathering our strength because now that most of our job has been done, the only thing we really have to do is beat the Frost Maiden and maybe some stuff in 10 Town. But honestly, beating the Frost Maiden is going to help us in that overall. So
correcto.
I will also say I was thinking this through. At some point, I would have told the tribes, like, hey, we sent a group out to like start the invasion. The bridge was destroyed. Could you bring them back?
All right.
Yeah.
So, inspiration, perfect recap. And I'm sorry, I was making sure my stream shit was going on. All right.
Also,
but could you? What was that last thing you said about the bridge, though?
Yeah. So she told us they sent some people already out.
Yep.
But we already destroyed the bridge. So like, can I give orders to like the tribe? Like, hey, can you get there's like an advance party? Could you call them back to the camp?
Got
because
it.
Because there's like the way there has already been destroyed, and they're just marching towards a frozen river, a roaring rapids frozen river.
All right. And we will start that right now. So let's go ahead and hop over to our map here. And let's see. Are we good? Yeah, there we go. Go ahead and zoom out. Let's go down here. All right. Go. Looks like we're good. And let's do this. And that's.
You know, you asked at one point what would be the theme song for the Icewind Dale. Tornado of Souls by Megadeth.
I don't know that track, but I'm pretty sure somebody out there does.
That could work. Yeah,
I think that's like the theme song of the Icewind Dale.
I think, yeah, that could work.
Yeah. You know, I think that's like, I was on my way home and it came up in my playlist, and all I could think is, yeah, this sounds like the Icewind Dale on rock and roll.
All right. So, let's see here. Yeah, Sticker speech is over. You know, the masses across the United Tiger and Wolf Tribe have kind of settled down. They dispersed. Pieces of the wolf and tiger white masks kind of lay scattered about the cliff face that's overlooking all these tents and this snowy dark landscape. The threat to Pitt, Proctor, and Mary are gone. After the party marched a group of about 50 warriors up to the caves overlooking the camp and threatened to confront those two young adult white dragons nested there. The dragons left, not wanting to fight. The threat of Malamayon, that blade, the one paired to at least one of the pair of blades that's supposed to go to the Chosen of Ariel at the completion of this prophecy, is secured in a chest in Bjorn Hill's large mammoth skin tent. Mary, Sven's friend, has been in captivity, I want to say, for about a month now, or a little bit longer, and she looks like it. I mean, she was already skinny, but now she's kind of emaciated and gaunt. The tribe has dressed her kind of in reindeer hide rags, barely enough to keep her warm in this cold weather. Same for Proctor, who, despite his 2+ weeks or so in captivity, he's lost very little weight. He's kind of he's a big guy. Pip is also dressed in rags. By far, he looks, I guess, physically maybe the worst, although he really hasn't lost weight. He looks like he's just been really beaten up and tortured over his time here. There are bruises across his face that are ugly. They'll probably heal over time. The chilly wind kind of blows back his clothing that the Regged men put on him. And, as the warriors are kind of maybe carrying him to King Isar's tent, we'll go ahead and say. And you can see, like, when the wind blows his skin, he has, like, scars of obvious, like, spear impalements, burns, dagger slash marks, even an ugly line across his throat. He is still unconscious, though, of course. The chiefs that united under Stigger's banner after the Queen and King were slain, they have all kind of went back to their camps. You can see some of the camps seem to already be packing up, looking to return to their nomadic lifestyles. The orcs here, which is kind of north on our map, I'll go ahead and scroll up, zoom out a bit. So like up around this area of our map here, there's some orcs, and they have some mangy polar bears tied to war wagons. These group of folks here, you can hear them shouting and arguing amongst each other, and some of them seem to be shouting and arguing with some of the Ragged Camp people about something, but it's hard to hear over the distance, the wind, and pretty much just the cacophony of noise throughout all these camps. At the rock outcropping that Stigger was, when he was doing his recap, was telling us about this Knights of the Black Swords. This outcropping right here, let me ping that there. Right over here. So there, you saw that albino tiefling known as Avarice from Kerkenig, a competitor to Malayan Harpel apparently. There, the tents are looking like they're quickly being collapsed. You see the banner of the Knights of the Black Swords being brought down, and on the banner has that familiar symbol of a deep blue inverted triangle with a sword running down the middle, and it looks like they're all packing up and whatnot. So currently, the guy that brought you here, Draka, she was a spy, a traitor. You successfully rescued your comrades. The dragons are gone. You have the Amulet of the Frost Maiden, which can take you directly to her abode if you so choose to use it, but a blood ritual is required. And Sven, you would notice that there are few stars in the sky, and they are just ever decreasing. And the cold is even more biting, if it could be, and the temperature seems to be dropping even more. And Queen Bjornhild did mention that she, of course, as you mentioned, Stigger, with this bridge, which I'm getting to, she sent a large group of warriors after the Elk tribe, but obviously you destroyed that bridge. And the one Ragged man who is still with you guys, who's been talking with you, he has a long, kind of bushy red beard, bald head, tribal tattoos all over him. We're going to go ahead and say it's this guy right here. He's going to come up. And we'll say that Stigger, you told him about the bridge and that party, and this guy seems to, like, he nods as you explain it to him. He's as tall as Ragnar, big burly dude. He has a pelt of a wolf on him, indicating that he's probably part of the wolf tribe, and he just grunts and goes, "They left a day or so ago, and they've been told by the king and the queen to not return until they complete their mission. So I could send a runner out to maybe find where they're at, but it shouldn't have took them that long to go ahead and get to the river. Yeah. Maybe they found another way around. I'm not certain, but I'll see what I can do."
At this point, starting a conflict is only actually going to cause problems for us. Hopefully a single one or two runners will be faster than a large group having to move. Make sure it's done.
He nods, and you see he thumbs his nose and kind of puts his spear in his other hand, and he goes, "Before I do such, can I have a word with you? Alone."
All right.
He gestures towards King Asar's tent, where they brought Pip's body. And oops, let's do that there. You guys step in, and I'll get back to you in a second. The rest of the party here. You see Pip goes off. I'm sorry. You see Stigger goes off with this guy, and you're still standing outside of Queen Bjornhild's tent and King Asar's tent. You really didn't look too much around inside there. Like I said, you hear arguing off in the distance, and as you're looking around, sizing up what to do next, you suddenly see the tent flap to Queen Bajornhill's tent, this greenish one right here, open. And you see a familiar face there. You see emerge from the tent is Verlaine Harpel.
What up?
She opens the tent flap and you see that she looks at you. She looks back into the tent. Then she looks at all of you. And she goes, "What the? What magic you used to bring me here?"
Hmm?
You see she steps out. She pats her winter jacket. She checks inside. She has her spell book with her. She checks to the side. She has a wand with her. She, rifles through her backpack. What is the meaning of this?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
Thank you.
She looks at you, Sven, and goes, "Well, I was in our tent at the Elk Tribe, and I thought I heard your voices at the camp. I opened the flap, and I'm here."
Oh, because she traveled with us through the fog, right?
Well, you guys went through the mist to get to the Elk Tribe, but you left her at the Elk Tribe to come here to deal with the King and Queen.
Right.
Well, in that case, perhaps we should continue that conversation inside.
She raises up a hand to you. You see she goes in the tent, and then she comes back out. Then she goes in the tent, and then she comes back out. Huh. You don't need to lie to me, you know. If you use some magic to bring me here, I mean, you might as well just say it. But she steps out of the way for you guys to go inside of Queen Bajornhill's tent.
I'll step into the tent.
Do the rest of you do the same? What are you doing, Ragnar?
I'll go inside.
How about you, Cade?
Yeah, I'll follow him in.
All right. And, Oliverian, you doing anything unique here?
Nah, I'll follow.
Got it. All right. And let me go ahead and, now that we have Proctor and Pip back, let's go ahead and grab Proctor. I'm going to put him on the map here. And we'll grab Pip, put him in the other tent. There we go.
Yeah, we got to address this pit issue.
And then we got Mary. Is this, okay.
No hate, Puddle. Who?
Is Miss Pottle here? Is that what I'm hearing? No?
Not yet.
Okay. There's her token. Copy. And here we go. Well, I'll go put all Mary in there. Spin. You see Mary looks quite weak. You're pretty much holding I mean, she only weighs who knows how much, not much. Mm-hmm. But she's putting a lot of her weight on you. And I guess you carry her out of the cold inside of Queen Bajornhill's tent too.
Yep.
Also, sorry for jumping in real quick. It's just got news from Puddle. She is kind of she's not joining the tribe, but she is kind of listening in. Asked if you guys want to do Arcana check on the tent at all.
Gotcha. I see. If you want to Arcana check on the tent, I mean, if somebody wants to do that, I mean, you can.
Not my forte.
Let me see if I have detect magic. I think I should have it now. Let me see. I have the spell scroll.
You guys come
Yeah.
into her tent and kind of look around, and you see Queen Bajornhill's tent is spacious. There's several snow white crag cat skins that are sewn together that covers the rocky ground. A large stone tray filled with charcoal topped with heated stones sits in the center of this tent. You see the heat wafts up to a vent that's at top. A large folding wooden cot big enough to fit 2 people kind of sits towards the back and is draped in tiger pelts. 2 trunks and a chest, the one that you put Malamayon on, kind of sits near the cot. There's a chamber pot, large vase filled with clean water, a bucket with spoiled water, some standing partitions and other living kind of items scattered about this area. And now, Varian, are you going to do detect magic? Is that what I hear you doing?
Yeah, I'll do it. Why not? If Pedro's recommends it, I'll go ahead and.
You go ahead and whisper some incantations, and several items in this room lights up. Behind one of the partitions, you see there is a dull ovalish glow, and then there is some smaller pinpoints of light. You see that there is a glow coming from one of the trunks. It looks like in the shape of maybe a weapon per se. But that's about it.
What are the schools of magic?
Let's see here.
I'm just trying to see if it's evocation. That's
No, you don't see any evocation.
I go to the one in the trunk.
You see that Varian takes a look around and heads over to this trunk and strokes his beard and pops it open and begins to dig around inside. Are you guys doing anything else?
I want to investigate the tent. Does she have like a desk or like anywhere that looks like she keeps important papers, files, anything?
You begin looking around. You don't see any desk per se. You imagine maybe she sits on the floor. You do go behind one of the partitions, and you see a large, silver-framed mirror, but the glass is shattered in it. You see a pile of stuff near this mirror on the floor, and you see some of the stuff looks like it's clothes fit for a small person. Another seems to be a bigger person. You recognize it instantly as Proctor's and Pip's gear. All of it looks rifled through, though. You see that the book Revelations of Ice Dawn is like just open to a random page on the floor. You see that golden box that had those vials and another item on the floor, just stuff scattered about.
Okay. I return that stuff to Proctor and Pip, or like I bring it out and show them like, hey, they can grab their stuff back. That's all I'm gonna do for now. I'm gonna let y'all.
You see Proctor immediately goes over to his things and he looks in his bag and he goes, "They took my rations." You see he looks sad.
We'll replace your rations. No worry, Proctor.
Do you have one right now?
All right, you got a ration here.
He takes one and he goes, "It's kind of small."
I look over. I'll be like, I go, Sticker, can you have some food brought up for us?
He's in the other tent.
He's
I'm
in the
going
other
to say
tent.
this. Yeah, I'm saying this. Well, I
Yeah.
went to the tent with the other guy. Then Elaine Harpel came out, and then you went with her.
Any of those guys around? Ragged men? Any ragged men around? that I can
You
look
peek
like?
outside of the tent and you see a bunch of them down the cliff face. You don't see anyone immediately where you're at, which is on this kind of rocky perch.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just give them a ration then because I don't have any other food, but we can always get more food.
You give him 2?
Yeah, I'll give them 2 if they're small.
Oh yeah, he devours them. You see he goes and sits in a corner and he just begins eating them. Like it's the best thing he's ever tasted in his life. I'm assuming Sven, maybe you take Mary over to the Queen's cot and she takes a seat and you see that she kind of gives you a nod, but she doesn't say much, at least for now. And you see Verlaine Harpel looks around at you and goes, "Well?" She takes out her cigarette case and opens it, takes out a pre-rolled and puts it at the end of her cigarette holder and lights it with her tinderbox. So I assume the queen and king is dead, since we're in her tent.
You would
Oh,
assume
just like
correctly.
before, I'd like to bum a cigarette off of her.
Ragnar, you eye the chest that Malamayan was sitting in, that is sitting in, maybe a little cautiously, and you give her a nod for a cigarette, and she looks you up and down, and she goes, fine. And you see that she presents the case to you.
Excellent.
You're sure your god would approve?
Oh, of what? The sacrificial? The ceremonial tobacco? Of course.
She snaps her case shut and puts it in her jacket. Well, I mean, what now?
Ariel.
To Ariel.
Now we go kill a frostmate.
Alvarian, you dig through this trunk, and inside of it, you see it's full of, like, clothes that Bjornhild would go ahead and wear. But deep at the bottom, you come across something that's wrapped in thick layers of, like, clothing, or at least cloth. And it's pretty heavy. You take it out,
Yeah.
unwrap it, and you see the following. Let's see here. You see it looks like a large slab of sharpened iron welded to a crude handle with a dirty leather grip. It looks like a massive meat cleaver. The blade has arcane markings on it. And it is this right here, which I'll go ahead and share and roll 20. Boop and boop.
Genesis might like.
Looks like that.
Oh, Genesis likes.
Ooh. A big cleaver.
Yes, it operates as a great sword. The description is in the panel here if you expand it.
Yeah.
And you can go and see what that is about. You see how Varied is kind of looking it up and down?
Genesis, I call it.
Yo, are you kidding me? Can have any non-magical object?
This would have been great. This actually might have been pretty good against the dragon, to be honest. Just slowly cut bits of it off.
This would have been great in Tessalaka's manor. Do you know how much crap we could have cut in half? Like, no problem.
Well, to be fair, that's probably why we're finding it here.
It's for where you reset the game on hard, you know, on the card mode.
It's for the new game plus.
The new game plus, yeah.
Okay, so look, I could take this cleaver, I could carry it, but it puts me in an awkward spot because I got hammer and cleaver, and that's way too much weight.
And you also had bazooka. Don't forget that.
That is true. And in the bag of holding, I'm going to assume is the rocket launcher.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. F that. I want to carry that. So I'm gonna shed some weight. How much does that thing weigh?
Well, it's a great sword, so you have to give him your shield if you're going to use it.
This is true. It's a two-handed weapon.
Oh shit, no. Genesis don't give up no shield.
Your hammer, I believe you're using a war hammer. That's a two-handed weapon too.
It's a one or two-handed.
Oh, it's a one or two-handed. Gotcha. Yeah, this is you gotta. This thing is made for a big boy.
I don't know. All right, put it in the bag and hold it. I'll think about it. I definitely will remember that we have murderous cut everything in half cleaver. This was some Mega Man shit.
Meanwhile, Stigger, you come over to the tent with this guy. You see he looks you up and down as you close the tent behind it. He's like easily a good 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet taller than you. He goes, "So what should I call you now, King?"
Or
You may be muted. Yes, you are, Kevo. Kevin must have stepped away. All right. Anyway, we'll get back to him when he appears. What is the rest of you guys doing in this tent? You see, Verlaine Harpel is like pacing. You see, our eyes suddenly light up.
So, Verlaine, tell me about this tiefling. What's your story?
I was just about to mention her. Did you see her here?
Yeah, we saw the albino tiefling.
What?
Avarice was her name?
Yes. You saw her here.
Mystery? What's going on?
She works for the same organization I do, but we'll just say that her temperament is even less accommodating than mine. She travels around with a couple enslaved gargoyles, quite nasty creatures, and we were all sent here for obvious reasons to find Yithrin. I was chasing her across the dale, trying to catch up with her. I found out that she went to the Elk tribe, asking them for the locations of the Lost Spire of Netheril and the Caves of Hunger, because obviously the Spire had the location of Grimscale, and the Caves of Hunger is the point to get to Yithrin. The Elk tribe didn't tell her anything, but she must have came here instead looking for information, so who knows what she knows. Maybe she... But she didn't find out about the Lost Spire, though, which means that she doesn't have the Codicil of White. We're still a step ahead. But she may know about the Caves of Hunger. We should kill her. She's here now?
Yeah.
She's...
Looks like she was making ready her departure.
Wait,
What?
if she's in the same organization as you, isn't she your comrade?
That's not how the Arcane Brotherhood works. We were supposed to work together, but an incident happened way before I came here, and all of us separated. And
Did she betray you, or you betray her?
she hasn't betrayed me directly, but let me tell you this much: she would if she had a reason to. If I had the Codicil of White, you better believe she would come here and slay me and all of you, for that matter. Then there's Nas Lantimir. I don't even know where she's at.
Well,
She stole Professor Scant.
when we get the Codicil of White, are you going to slay us for it then?
Of course not. There's how many of you, one of me? Even if I wanted to, I couldn't.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You see she peeks out of the tent. She begins looking around. Where did you see her? She says.
You see those the Vistus banners over there? Are they still raised, or are they moved out?
You get up and point in her direction, but they're down. Some of the tents are being packed up, and actually standing outside of the tent, you can see that tiefling, and I'll put her on the map.
Capture that broad. I mean, yeah.
Her small token, way over here. You see that she's standing there, kind of looking. Whoa. Oop, there we go. You see, she's just kind of like looking over the area, and when you point her out, you see Verlaine looks at you, Sven, and goes, "We need to kill her. If we don't do it now, I guarantee you, she will be looking for our blood, especially once we get the Codicil of White."
Digger, you could have capture her. It's not like you aren't king.
Digger's not in here.
Yeah.
I hear.
Has Stigger came back yet? Is Kevin back?
He's in the restroom fighting
Gotcha,
for his life.
gotcha. Fighting for his life.
Not really.
The barbarian is standing over him like, "You could do it, brother." Channel the owlbear. But anyway.
Show that number 2 who's boss.
Channel the owlbear.
But you see Verlaine looks at you. We can take her right now. Get rid of her before she becomes a problem later.
Let me insight check Verlaine. I want to know how much. I kind of want to see if she's holding anything back, or maybe being deceptive at all. Oh damn!
You get nothing from her. Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, Genesis, you dumb as shit.
0 on insight.
All right, screw it. You know what? If you want it done, then I think that we can get it done. I get up, grab my hammer,
Excellent.
and
We
I go
can
to the
just tell
front.
her not to go. I mean, what?
I go to the front of the tent and I look out the opposite side where the lady can see me. Like, I don't want her to see me. Where is she? Can you ping her on the map for me one more time?
Sure, she's way north up here.
Okay, perfect. Okay. I want to go out the back of the tent, this side. And I want to see if I can find some Reagan men over here that look like they may follow Stigger's orders.
I mean, you see two other guys. Oh, I'm sorry. This guy actually is in here with Stigger. And, I mean, you see there's this one guy out here. And...
Okay. I go to him.
All right.
I go to him and I say, the king has issued me several orders. Gather me at least 5 men and meet me here. I'll point out here in 5 minutes. For the king's orders.
Roll me a deception.
All right, Genesis, do this shit. Nah.
And let's see here. And I always gotta turn on this extension.
Epic fail.
Let's see. Alright. Oh, why is it rolling to me only? Always Mr. No.
Hello.
Hey,
Hey, he's back.
Yep, sorry.
here we go.
There he be. Yar, dar he be. Ah!
You see, he gives you a look and he goes, well, what are we doing?
Capturing someone important to the king.
Who might that be?
That's for me to know and for orders for you to follow. Now go. Give me 5 strong men, fighters. Need their help.
You see, he gives you a suspicious look, but you see he begins to go down off into the camp. Are you back, Stigger?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right.
Stigger. That's my mother.
So, I mean, he looks at you and he goes like, so what should I call you, King?
Lord.
King.
Lord.
Oh, start with Chief. Anyway, what is it that you wish to discuss with me?
Well, I'll start with this. I don't know you. But what you did back at Evermelt was enough for me to know you're not to be challenged without good reason. But it still stands that 2 leaders of the tribes are dead. And I can't say I'll mess any of them. The queen was ruthless, and with us, and even those in our own tribe, King Yisar had bloodlust that never seemed to go away. But you see he kind of lifts the flaps up and looks out towards the camps. That doesn't mean chiefs of the camps of either tribe will follow you blindly. After all that excitement goes away from not marching to 10 towns to spill blood, the hunger, the cold, the death will come back. And they'll question what you're going to do about it.
I see. Well, let's start with this. Our group will continue. Quite frankly, I don't know you very well, except most of you being the tribe of either the group that the group under the woman that tried to kill me, or the group that decided to follow her. So, knowing that, let me state this. Our intent, as it is, the group with those I travel with, is to go to the place where the Frost Maiden rests and stop the endless rime.
Aye, that would definitely build a lot of trust if you made the sun come back. I mean, the herds are moving deeper into the mountains, Goliath and Orc territory, and they're not coming back unless it's habitable here or warmer.
According to the prophecy, if she succeeds, this will last for out of 3,000 winters. If we don't stop this, there won't be anything left. It is that while the previous leader was willing to give herself in for delusions of grandeur, I will not. Stopping the rime will be my first priority.
He nods. Well, while you're gone, I can lead. I know another chief of the Tiger that is respected. His name is Torton. With your blessings, we can keep the Tiger and the Wolf afloat for a short time, maybe a few weeks. If not, then the Wolf and Tiger will most likely go their own way as soon as you leave. And there will be blood spilled over the supplies here.
For now, tell them that I'm doing something to solve the rime, and it's a rime. It will keep them together, and should they see the see the sun rising, it would give legitimacy to this and hopefully stop bloodshed. After which, I'll figure out what to do next. I have a couple ideas, but either way, we will work towards our mutual survival in this matter.
Does that mean then I have your blessing to tell the rest of the chiefs that I'm standing leader?
Until I return, yes. But do know this. I came to this place and did not like what I saw, which resulted in the actions you saw. If I am to come back and I do not like what I see, rabble-rousing, building tensions for matters, starting conflict when conflict is not to our benefit. I can do again what I've done already once.
Damn.
Damn.
You see,
Damn.
I mean, he's quite formal with it. He doesn't seem to be intimidated, but he seems to respect you. He goes, understood.
Then you will have my blessing. Prove to me your ability. And before that, and I don't know, because I'm not sure if you mentioned it. What is your name?
Gorm Pedersen.
I will remember that, Gorm.
He nods. I'll go get Torton.
All right.
Oh, the orcs. I mean, they were here waiting for news from Bjornhild on the next move.
Yes.
Which was to start packing and march east. But with your speech, I'm pretty sure they feel betrayed. They probably won't turn on our camps, but they will try to take supplies, as you've heard off in the distance. Stuff that we need. I mean, I can get a group of warriors together to push them out. Blood will be spilled. If any of the tiger or wolf warriors die in combat, it's part of our tradition that their family would be given a reindeer or two. But supplies are already low. It'll probably make some of the other camps jealous. Or you could deal with them yourself.
If their beef is that they're not getting their due from the previous leader, then as the new leader, I will discuss what their terms were and what they are actually owed.
You will handle it yourself then.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see, he nods and looks around, and then you see he heads out of the tent. Inside of this tent, as you're kind of standing there by yourself for a moment, you see that it's a dump. I mean, there's things everywhere. There's this distinct musty smell. The floor has a thin kind of dirty rug on it that looks like it belongs at a house and was probably stolen from somewhere else. A heap of dirty clothes are in a corner. And there's a thick, well-made, but grimy bedroll in the corner, too. I mean, King Isar didn't have a trunk, it looks like, but some large leather bags that carry things. With this information, do you do anything while you're in here? You see that they put Pip pretty much on top of Isar's bedroll.
Yeah. A couple things. First, gonna look around this room for anything of noticeable value, any really nice weapon or something. Anything
Sure.
of that nature.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. Maybe something I can get. Hey, 27.
You come over to where Pip's laying at, you see a bulge where he is at. You lift up, and under the bedroll, you see, all of you who maybe play video games will see a familiar item. And I couldn't find a better image, so please don't sue me, game developers, for just using a picture, guys, man. Like, come on. Chill. But you see something that looks like this.
Hey, alright.
Nice.
And if you expand it out, like the frame, you can see the description of what this weapon can do. It is long. It is like it can almost stand on the ground by itself, and it is pretty heavy. You see next to it is a equally large set of quiver, like a quiver with a bunch of great bow arrows inside of it. Looks like there's 20 in all. You
This
also
thing is 50 pounds.
yeah, it
What?
it looks like I mean, you know, Esau was pretty ripped, man. He was able to lift it. But yeah, it is huge. But with that being said, you also find inside of this area 3 rations, a tinderbox. Somebody can note this in the channel, or I could put it in. Don't worry about it. You find 3 rations, a tinderbox, a flask of oil, a skull with of like some small animal, an owl figurine carved from a whalebone, a bag of 77 copper pieces, and a herbalism kit.
Alright.
Put it in the bag, put it in the bag. I don't know about the bow, though.
Maybe put that in party treasure. Bam.
And
Alright.
then
Pretty big stick out here.
I already took the copper and the herbalism kit and the rations. And then the second thing I want to do, I'm going to go over to where Pip is.
You see he's out like a light.
Like, can I do a medicine check and do a little, and then do a hand of healing on him to see if that does anything to help?
Sure. Roll me a medicine check. You kind of like pull back his tattered reindeer clothes and kind of check him out. He's scarred to the T at this point. And it looks like he's stable. He's just unconscious. Surprisingly, he doesn't look really emaciated per se. You get a sense, yeah, with some magical healing, he would probably come back up. But you do note, as you pull back his shirt, there is something dangling around his neck, sitting on his chest. Let's see here. You see it looks like a locket, and it dangles from a simple chain made of pure gold. The locket itself is slightly larger than 5 inches in diameter, and looks to be made from black stone material that maybe resembles onyx. Embedded in the face is a design made of gold that looks like maybe a thin rope-like kind of flourishes around a secondary design with like gold beads. And in the center of the locket's face, you see that there is this what looks to be a reptilian-like eye made of amber, inlaid with gold, in the dead center of this locket. So essentially, you see something that kind of looks like this here.
Okay,
Oh,
that certainly is insidious.
There you go.
You go to heal him. Do you do anything before you do that?
I would like to see if anything about this locket speaks out to me, like any kind of, I know the meaning of this, or
You can roll me a history, a religion, your choice.
actually, I'm gonna do something I haven't done in a while. Can I activate my fugue sight on Pip as he is?
Oh yeah. You focus in on your key, and you feel a kind of tingling sensation around your eyes. When you open them, you see there is these ethereal chains around his neck.
Does it look worse than the last time I saw them?
Looks about the same.
Is there anything I see in regards to this locket?
I would say you see tendrils of etherealness kind of go up and maybe combine and connect with these ethereal chains.
Okay. Well then, yeah, I'm gonna do the healing. If he doesn't awaken immediately, then I'm
You
gonna
touch
go
him.
out-
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you
yeah,
give him
I'm
6 hit
gonna do
points.
the fugue sight, and then I'm gonna give him the 6 hit points from Hand of Healing.
He awakes in a panicked kind of startle. You see he kind of like kicks and pushes at you for a second, screaming, "No! No!" Yep.
Pip, it's me. We made it.
You see he looks at you.
Sorry it took a while. We had to kill an ancient mirror hag.
You see he then instinctually clutches at his chest. He looks down at this thing and then he looks at you. And then you see he puts his clothes back up over it. You note that he doesn't have any, from your medicine check, I'm going to say that he doesn't have any levels of exhaustion. He looks just a bit wary. He goes, "Great. I'm back. Woo. What to fucking do? What did I miss?" He says, rubbing his temples.
Teslok has been defeated, and we just took down the 2 leaders of the Wolf and Bear tribe. We stopped them from going out to invade 10 towns. Also, Avarice was here, and Villain Harpel is currently here. Well, actually, I would not know about Villain Harpel. We saw Avarice, who Harpel was looking for.
You see his eyes suddenly go wide. He goes, "My things." He begins looking around. "Where are my things?"
So what do I know? What did they do? What did they do with his things? Like,
You haven't seen them.
would they have told me? Like,
You didn't ask, no.
okay, hold on, just stay here. I'll go look. I'll go ask them where they are.
Nah, dude, no. You see he gets up. You see he staggers a bit. He kind of like has a lip with him. He goes, "I'm coming with you." "Where's my shit?"
All right, Pip.
"What?"
You know you died, right?
"Funny. I mean, I'm right here."
Pip. They told us the things they did to you.
You see,
And everyone's knows. We talked about it before, but they're gonna start asking you questions.
You see he just glares at you and goes, he doesn't say anything. He just exits out the tent. The cold instantly hits him. You see he kind of grabs his shoulders and he looks around. The rest of you, Alvarian, you continue to look through maybe the other trunk, And you find inside 2 healing potions, a dirty vial of antitoxin, a medicine kit, 2 water skins, an old wooden-handled ice pick that's stained with blood, and a figurine of a polar bear made of ice. It doesn't seem to melt. There's also a bag of 150 gold pieces.
Alright,
Oh,
alright. Water scan, 2 health potions, figurine, and a bag of 150 gold.
Yeah, I'll
What
put it
else?
in the treasure channel. I put it in the treasure channel in Discord, and you can click the little image of it, and it'll pop up. You can read it there,
Gotcha.
stuff like that.
Alright, I'll go ahead and...
You also find some snow goggles too.
The snow goggles, okay. I'll go ahead and keep everything else, and then I'll just distribute the gold with the party afterwards.
All right. You at this moment you see that Genesis is already out under the tent, and you see Verlaine looks ready to go. She goes, "All right, are all of you ready?"
Did the guy bring any reinforcements for me?
It's been a few minutes. You look off in the distance. It's hard to tell who is who, but he hasn't returned yet.
Damn it. Okay. Now I jumped. Matter of fact, you know what? No. I go over here to the tent where I know they took.
Bump
Stinger.
into Pip.
Do I know they?
And you bump into Pip. You see, he goes, "Hey, how you doing, buddy?"
I grab him and I give him.
He goes, "Get off me!"
Genesis, he's still very weak.
Damn, bro. Have you seen my things?
Yeah, I scoop him up and I grab him and I walk over to the tent inside. And I put him down and I grab his stuff and I'm like, "Here, it's good to see you again, my friend. But you've got questions to answer."
You see, he ignores you, and he goes to, he looks around, sees his things, and he begins to root through them. You sees like he stops at one point, like almost maybe he's found something. You see, he goes,
I want to see what he found.
Roll me perception.
Come on. Come on. Damn it.
You can't get a good look.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Yeah, my shit. You see...
That's not what I mean. And I walked right over to him, and I put my hand on his shoulder, and I said, "Pip, it's time for a few explanations."
You see Verlaine goes, "We don't have time for explanations. Avarice is going to leave!"
You shut your mouth. This is more important than anything you have to say.
You see her jaw drops as she's like, gives you a "how dare you" look.
I give her that "I don't care what you have to say" look right now, and I say, "Pip," and I lean down and I say, "Pip, and I always given you my word that I would do everything I could to help you. And I did that off nothing more than the strength that you were our friend. And I could sense you were a righteous person somewhere inside.
Yeah, save me the speech. What do you want?
You gotta tell us what's going on if we're gonna be able to help you, bro. You gotta give us as much as you can. I know.
You know what's going on? I spent the last couple weeks getting stabbed, burned, bones broken, all types of shit that, to be honest, I really don't want to think about right now. That's what's been going on, all right? And I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy all of you came. You see, he looks at all of you. Thank you very much. Can I get dressed? Is that too much to ask?
I grab him and I actually push him to the ground. And I say, "It is a lot to ask, Pip. What are you? You said you've been stabbed, cut. Look at the cut across your neck. Why are you still alive?"
You see, he looks at you. You see, then he looks at Stinger for backup.
Genesis, calm down.
No, he needs to tell us what the hell is going on.
No, he really doesn't.
No, I think he does.
Why?
Because I don't trust the Frost Maiden. Wasn't, what's her name, Drogma? Wasn't Drogma a spy? Have we not been chased by Tessalaka? You know what? It seems mighty funny to me that somehow we got involved in all of this in the Icewind Dale the moment we met you, Pip.
Hold
Moment
on.
that you
Genesis, you mean the thing in the land where our enemy holds all power and her agents are everywhere? Listen to yourself.
I know. If this man is like a brother to me, but you still
Then let me
won't-
tell you this. I've seen it. I don't know what's going on in its entirety, but I can guarantee this: he is no agent of the Frost Maiden. I saw the symbols over every one of their servants' head, even over Ragnar's head when he was unknowingly a servant of the Frost Maiden. He's not one. Now listen, we have literally 2 other people who can technically be clones amongst our friends.
Ragnar moves from next
Whatever
to
this
Genesis
is-
and
Hold on.
stands next
Hold
to
on.
Stigger.
Yeah.
What do you do,
Sorry,
Ragnar?
I slowly move from Genesis' side and start standing next to Stigger.
Yeah. Listen.
On
Remember
a side
Alvarian,
note, you see Proctor comes over to you, Alvarian, and goes, "Do you have a ration, Master?"
Let me check.
Hold on. I literally I got a couple spares. I'll hand him one.
Thank you, Stigger.
Yeah. Listen.
That's two already.
Listen. We have 2 who we already know, who we've trusted, and we figured it out. He is hurt. He is weak. I have to stop an orc army, and apparently now I'm hearing we have to stop avarice. This can wait. Let him have time. He's probably literally been put through the ringer.
I look over.
We're in this
as
together.
I'm-
He's not
as I'm
going
holding
anywhere.
it down, I look over at you and I simply say, "The word that he's not."
I have my word, my honor, and everything that I am and got back from Tessalaka.
I look down at Pip and I say, "Pip, I need your word. I need to know from your heart that you are not somehow, some way linked to the Frost Maiden."
I'm not linked to the Frost Maiden. You have my word.
Puddle gets in between them. How could you say that to him when he's been with us this long?
Thank you.
Because with us this long.
Look, let's calm down. Look, I'm gonna.
Valaine goes,
go.
"She's almost done packing. We need to do something now."
One moment. I know, but one moment. Let me explain, Puddle, and I'll be brief. I know Alvarian's link. I know your link. I know Stigger's link. I know Cade's link. I know my link. You know what I don't know really? The truth behind his link. I know what he tells us with the arcane brotherhood and all of that, but you telling me the man who took a throat slitting and I show her and I point at the scar, you telling me that his throat was split ear to ear and here he sits speaking in front of me? You telling me after all we've seen, you have no doubt at all that could be. It would always be the people closest to you. That's why I watch you all the closest.
That's why, and that's what I'm telling you.
No, I have no
It's
doubt.
not.
I'm trying to save our lives.
Well, you're looking at the wrong place, and Puddle gets in between, like, she'll block the view of Pip from Genesis.
Maybe
I
Pip
know.
just like can't even talk about it, you know?
I heal Pip, but I heal Pip. I'm gonna give him a quick cure.
Kind of where this is going on. I kind of just made my way out, just walking out with Proctor. And I look at him, kind of like away from the tin, like, wait, where's Avarice again, Proctor? Do you know?
But wait, let me finish.
Well, hold on. You see that Proctor points to this cliff face to the north over here.
Oh, interesting. All right. Well, Proctor, it's going to be a little bit dangerous. Just yeah, just sit back. I can handle this.
Are you sure, Master?
Yes, of course. I'm the best mage. Remember, don't worry.
Of
course.
Are you going to go do this by yourself?
I'm in the middle.
He follows you up to he follows you up to here, and then he stops.
All right. Very well then.
Sometimes, Genesis, you don't need to know everything.
I try to help out.
Yeah, damn.
Okay, look, I gotta go I gotta go deal with an orc problem with the camp. I'll be back and hopefully not to this, okay?
I let
And
Pip up after I heal him and I walk out too.
Yeah.
Can I call my reindeer? How long would it take for it to come?
Look at this. Look at the description for that, and I think it appears instantly or something like that.
No, it's not the spell. It doesn't die
Oh.
until the spell ends. I mean, it doesn't. I've already summoned it as it dies. So
Oh well, it's way well. It's the last time you had it. I say was at the entrance to Evermelt, right? But sure, you know, I'll say that. Yeah, you brought it back around here, and yeah, it's hanging out.
Okay, so I go ahead and call my steed over to here.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at everybody in the tent as I step out and I say, listen, you all think sometimes I'm paranoid, mean, evil even. I'll tell you this much. I have one goal. I won't allow treachery or betrayal or lack of knowledge to come between it. I love each one of you. And I would fight and die for each one of you for the righteous cause. I need to make sure, and we have to check to do that. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, Pip. But you gotta admit, that's real crazy what you're asking me to accept. And I'm gonna accept it for now. All of you know, if you betray me, I'll bring the hammer of vengeance down on you just as cruelly as anyone else. Now I drag my hammer behind me as I shut the flap and walk toward out.
Gotcha. All right.
Rolls
Pip,
her
I'm like,
eyes.
So wait, Pip, are you immortal?
Listen, I'm gonna.
I'm not immortal. I can die. Okay.
All right. Pip, are you all right?
Wait, I thought you left, Stigger.
Question, but I didn't get the word in.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna wait until Stigger leaves to engage in this
all
conversation.
right.
Gotcha.
So hopeful guys. Look, he's weak, and I don't want to come. I gotta go. Apparently, stop an orc problem in the camp. I don't want to come back and see you guys bullying Pip. Okay, and then just be.
We're not going to bully him, Sticker. You can go.
And then I'm gonna walk out and try to probably collect some Regan men to back me up, and I'm gonna go talk to these orcs.
Actually, you see a group of regiment begin to approach your position, and you see there's looks to be two really great warriors with them, and one guy stops and looks at you and goes, "My king, the scaled one told us that there was something we needed to do."
Right. Do I know what? Yeah. Do I know where Genesis went off to?
You look around. I'm gonna say you saw he went in the opposite direction. You went.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to find and hail him down and send the warriors over to him. There's a group that might need.
Meet them wherever I could. I wouldn't go far from the tent because I told them to meet me here, but I'm looking for them to come meet me. So can I just say I'm come out here?
No, we're gonna say that in the heat of passion, you walked their ass right down there.
Okay, I just asking.
Yes. All right.
I'm gonna. Yeah, find him, wave them down, and then tell them like where are the orcs right now?
You see, they look at each other and they point way north. There's a bunch of them.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Well, all right then.
We got to deal with this albino chick first. Before we deal with the orcs.
You can then split our efforts because I have to think about the tribe. All right, and I'm going off. Talk to these orcs.
You wish, my lord.
Are you see the? Hey.
Hello.
What up?
All right, we'll get back to you. The rest of you guys in the tent. Ragnar, what did you want to ask Pip? You see, he's getting his clothes on.
Yeah, so I sit by next to him, so I'm like, so wait, are you immortal?
No.
So like, does your gift provide you like some sort of regenerative power?
Besides heavily something like that.
Yeah, mine gives me resistance to the cold.
Get it right, the Frost Maiden gives you
Just wanted to let
resistance
you
to
know,
the
man.
cold.
Yeah. Is it not the Frost Maiden that's giving you your powers?
No.
Can you talk about who it is?
We went over this, man. I don't know how many times we've like had this conversation. Back at Sven's village, back with those crazy kobolds. I can't. All right.
I understand, man. Just letting you know, I'm here for you.
Yeah, sure. You see, after he gets dressed, you see Verlaine goes, all right, now that we've all made up with each other, we have business.
Yeah, we have to go kill your ex, right?
My ex.
Everyone says
I might kill my ex.
You see excitedly Verlaine leaves out of the tent. You see Mary look at you, Sven. She goes, what are you going to do?
Oh, I am at the moment rather reluctant to engage in an assassination while under tribal hospitality.
She came and she asked me some questions. Stuff about Yithrin that I didn't know anything about. I could tell you this much. There was a lot of them.
And I'm sure there's a lot of her and her allies over there, and I don't think a wizard war in the middle of the camp is the best look for us at the moment.
She nods. She goes, well, I obviously can't do much in my state. There's something I do want to talk to you about, but it requires some time.
I understand. Because Sven is looking over at Puddle as well, see what she's doing.
What are you doing, Puddle?
I don't know. I guess I would. Does Pip look really, really angry right now? If he does, she wouldn't approach him.
He doesn't look angry. You see, he looks more despondent than anything.
I got. Hold on.
You feel like apathetic.
Oh, okay. So I guess Potter would go to Pip and are you okay, Pip?
He goes, yeah, I'm good. I'm fine.
Do you remember what I told you at the inn? Back what was that dead lady's inn name? The one that we found that was dead and there's a hand in there?
Geldenstag?
Yeah. The Geldenstag?
Yeah, kinda.
So I'm here for you. I'm not like Genesis. I don't need to know. You've been there for me, so I'll be here for you.
Are you still in the tent, Ragnar? Verlaine has left out the tent and is chasing behind Genesis. And Cade, actually. What are you doing, buddy? You listen to all this?
Yeah, I'm like leaning against like a post, like smiling. Just happy to see like the whole group back together.
Sorry, I was
Happy.
muted.
Just like eavesdropping kind of on everyone.
Gotcha. Yeah, Ragnar, what are you doing?
I'll just nod to Puddle. I see that she and Kate are still in the tent. And I'll follow Verlaine out of the tent.
All right. You come down to where Ragnar's at.
Sorry.
Go for it, Puddle.
Oh, I was gonna look at Sven to see him looking at me, and I would say, "Do you want to stay with them, or are we supposed to follow them?" Sven, stop flirting with Mary. No, I'm just kidding.
I just feel that starting a war in the middle of the tribe at its current state is not what we should be doing.
I agree with you, but you know how hot-headed our party is. So I guess we watch from here?
On
But
a
I'll
more
look
serious
at
note, Pip, Mary, so we're gonna set off to fight the Frost Maiden soon. What are your guys' plans? Like, while we do that? You're gonna join us? You're gonna stay here? Go back to the towns?
Mary says, I don't want to be here anymore. I've been here long enough.
Sven will definitely be nodding at that.
I think we should take some with us. Last time when we saw those gargoyles outside, I said we should take some with us, but you didn't want to, Sven. I think we should take them with us. Because the safest place will be with us.
Where we're going, you considering that safe?
I mean, if we go and we don't come back, will it be safe here?
Good point.
Puddle would look at Mary. What do you want to do? Do you want to go with us? Wouldn't you want to be with Sven?
I don't have any other home. This is, I guess, part of my life now. Yeah.
Puddle gives her a smile.
Yeah. Sven will take her hand.
Oh, cute! Sorry, Koo's like, Puddle would smile and say, "Yeah, I do want to be with the person I care about too."
Pip goes, well, I know this is gonna be weird, but Puddle, I want to speak to you by yourself. Just us two.
Okay.
You see, he comes out of the tip, looks at Cade, then goes his way.
Okay. Damn, Pip, thought we were friends. What the hell?
And, oops, sorry. This guy's out of here. You see that he comes over inside of this other tent that he was in.
Oh, sorry, I was moving. She says to him, "If you want, we can talk in our heads. I can link just us."
Sure.
Okay, I'll link just me and Pip.
Meanwhile, Alvarian. You make your way around this cliff face here. You see a lot of the ragged men and women are kind of looking at you as you're walking up north here to this area.
I give like a very like stoic nod as I walk towards this location.
Yeah, they just kind of glance at you. And you come around to this side to see what looks like a bunch of men in winter clothes with black robes donned on top of them, stacking up stuff onto some sleds. Are you trying to hide?
No,
Oh,
I'm not
I guess
trying
not.
to hide. Nah, that's not my prerogative.
You see one guy looks at you, and roll me an insight.
That's what I'm good at. Actually not too bad. Not too bad on it.
He looks vaguely familiar. Not like you've met this person before, but like maybe related to somebody you've met. Back at, you're trying to think of it, Caer Konig. There was a tavern. But he just looks at you and he goes, "We're packing up. We're leaving."
And what tribe do you hail from again?
I don't hail from any tribe. I follow a greater power.
And who might that be?
See, he smiles and he goes, "If I say his name, people like you would detest me for it. So I'd rather not, and I have more important things to do."
It doesn't seem you have much faith in this higher power then, if you can't even name.
You see some other guys come up and look at you. One of the guy goes, "Get out of here!"
I'm here to speak with the tiefling Avarice.
You hear call down from above you, standing at the top of this ledge, easily about 30 feet up. "I'm here. What do you need to say to me, adventurer?"
My name is Elvarian. I've heard you've heard that name around in the Tin Towns.
Can't say I have.
I roll insight.
Sure.
You've heard my fucking name. I know you have. Oh, 14.
Oh, hold on a second. Let's see here.
I know who you are.
It seems like she hasn't heard your name before.
I stroked my beard. What do I say? Well, I have heard of your name, Avarice. Seems you are a skilled mage of the Magic Brotherhood.
Yeah, the Magic Brotherhood. You look her over and, you see that, let's see.
And just to make sure if I'm clear, these look nothing like tribesmen, right? Do they?
No. They're dressed in like winter gear, probably from 10 towns. They have long black robes that are kind of dirty, covered in snow and ice at the bottoms of them.
What are they doing here?
You see Avarice. She looks like she hides her emotions pretty well. Her skin is like a snow white, and so are her horns. Her eyes, though, are this like vibrant red-orange color that seems to like just stare into your soul.
Wanted to ask you. I've heard of Baelish Gan and other individuals here in the Tin Towns. What is your purpose here in the Dale? This eternal darkness with the Frostmate.
Because I don't care about the Frost Maiden or the Dale. I'm here like you for other reasons.
And may I inquire for those reasons? I will share mine if you share yours.
I don't care about your reasons. And you shouldn't care about mine. We'll pass us in the dark, going our separate directions. But I appreciate you coming here and being very thoughtful.
Well, there's not many times I hear of another spellcaster as famous as myself in the Tin Town, so I figured I'd make some small talk. I've heard, perhaps, my eyes go wide a little bit, that you might be looking for something that I'm looking for.
And what are you looking for?
To deal with the Frost Maiden. Do you have a mutual goal like that?
No, I don't. Look, I don't know how much... Okay, go for it.
I want to see, like, when I ask that, I mean the sense of, like, the grand scheme of things, because I kind of know what's going on, right? Because I have all this stuff. But I want to go ahead and just, like, go ahead. Oh, well.
You don't get too much from her besides maybe annoyance. She goes, I don't know how much clearer I can make it. I don't care about the Dale. I don't care about Ariel. She could reign over this wasteland for all eternity, for all I care.
I telepathically say to her mind, but you care about Yithrin.
You see she stops speaking, and she cocks her head to the side. That I do.
Well then. It seems our goals are a bit more aligned than you would think. My main goal here is to mainly take care of Ariel the Frost Maiden, and to end this darkness.
Have you
Probably-
heard of a book called The Codicil of White?
I've heard it spoken before, correct.
Do you know where it's at?
Codicil of White. Well, yes. It's exactly what the person I want to slay.
With the Frost Maiden?
I nod my head.
You see, she seems to think something over. Good to know. Is that it?
Well, no. I wanted to ask you, since you're a skilled spellcaster, I wanted to say, why not join us in this endeavor to kill the Frost Maiden and get what you're looking for? Our main goal is Ariel the Frost Maiden. We don't really have a business with the town in which I've described. And I am lying as I say this.
Oh, sure. Roll me a deception.
Charismatic as fuck. Yeah. Oh my god!
I mean, her face betrays nothing.
Man.
I mean, she goes, I see. Well, can you... You see, she seems to cast a spell, you know it to be Mage Hand. You see she then puts in the Mage Hand a rolled up scroll, and the Mage Hand floats down to you. That's a map. Can you mark on that map where the Codicil of White is? And maybe we can meet there.
I look at her and I say,
Bro, don't do it.
I look at her and I say, your face portrays no emotion.
I don't understand.
That's how the path they say to her, are you undead?
You see she raises an eyebrow, and you hear back from her, I'm very much alive.
Well, I want to work together in this endeavor, but obviously you have your own intentions to make it to the town. But really, I just want to go ahead and take care of the Frost Maiden. If you help us, we'll gladly help out.
Well, I don't feel too crazy about tagging along with Lightbringers, I believe is what you call yourselves. But
Correct.
I'll be more than willing to meet you there.
Now look at these other individuals here.
Do you see that slowly they've kind of been moving?
Are these yours? As I point out, like all these people here.
Yes.
And where were you headed before we had this conversation?
Why does that matter?
Well, I need to read the intentions. I want to enlist a comrade, or at least someone interested in fighting the Frost Maiden. But if I don't know your intentions, then obviously we could very well be meeting in battle.
I was heading across a dale to another tribe. Hopefully they could have given me the location of the Codicil of White.
Oh, well. Far, would you be willing to be put under a Gia spell that you will mean us no harm?
That doesn't sound like collaboration to me, wizard.
Well, it's not.
Maybe I should put you under a Gia spell.
We can exchange Gia spells. If that's what you want to do.
Are you serious?
I roll deception. I cannot cast. I cannot cast Gias, dude. I'm just trying to like talk shit. I'm trying to like read the room. I'm trying to see like. Obviously, her face portrays
You are
no
trying.
emotion.
You're trying to read the room. Is that what I just heard?
Trying to read her, I guess. Like, obviously, she's not wanting to work with us, but like, I'm trying to see like.
Alveri,
she's not- What's up?
I can cast the Gaia spell.
Well, I
If you
don't think
want.
you would have told me that, so I probably don't know.
No, I just leveled up. I have access to it.
All right, well, I don't want to meta it, so I'll just look at her and I'll say, well,
Yes, we leveled up. Level 9. You can do it, Puddle.
look at her and I say, well, I'll tell you what, because I can probably end up dispelling it anyways. You probably could dispel the Gias as well. But I just like I said before, I'll mark it down for you. I want to make sure I'm not incurring more enemies than I am incurring allies in this expenditure. Because otherwise, without me marking it down, you're just going to go ahead and walk around the dale.
Okay. You see she gestures towards the map in the mage hand.
This map, I say. You're not a paladin, so words probably don't mean much to you. But just know this. The Frost Maiden awaits, and what you're looking for awaits there as well.
She gives a thin smile. I understand.
I'll go ahead and mark it down. Why not?
You see, if map flips back up to her, and she looks at it. She goes.
You give me the actual location?
She goes, "Is this the real location, or is this just something you marked on my map?"
You'll find out. Since you don't want to be honest and forthcoming with me, then I might have just given you a bullshit map. Take it at your risk.
Roll me a deception.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, you can't make it up, dude. It's impossible.
You see no expression on her face. She goes, "Got it. I understand." You see that she just rolls up the map and puts it in her bag, and then she begins to march over here, and she begins to shout, "Hurry up!" And you see these guys begin to move faster, and the rest of these group of individuals
Are
here.
these resources from these tribesmen?
What? She says, coming back to the edge.
I look around. Are you taking food from the tribes here?
Why does it matter to you all of a sudden?
I look around to the other tribesmen. Are you taking food from the tribesmen here?
Wait.
You try to call out. You notice that the people here don't, they watch what you guys are doing, but they're not paying close attention. And even when you shout that at Varian, it looks like they want no smoke. You see that,
smoke.
They're like...
Wow, interesting.
I
I'm
want
pretty
to see
stubborn.
that.
No, I'm pretty...
Jesus.
Wow, well, these are your people, bro. I'll be honest.
Yeah, let me put in this perspective here for everybody. I've had these guys for a grand total of what, an hour, 2 hours,
Yeah.
and everybody's now trying to bring them into their shit and take advantage of them.
All right, meanwhile,
Hey, not
I came into this
everybody.
place hating these guys, and now I'm feeling sorry for them.
Not everybody.
Stigger!
You know what? Thank you, Puddle.
So, Stigger, you make your way over here to these groups of orcs, and as you do, when you get closer, you see that actually there's a bunch of them over here in this area, and there's a group of tribal warriors in front of them, and you see they screaming at each other. One pushes another one. You see a couple raise some spears. It looks like some conflict is going on generally right here.
Hey. Oi.
You approach, and you see they stop and they all look at you, and you see immediately the Regate men and women back up.
They know what it is.
What's happening here?
You see a quite large orc. It looks like he is wearing a combination of different pieces of armor, probably stolen from adventurers he's killed, rusted, battered. You note that he has these deep green eyes that seem to kind of glow and shimmer. He has looks to be a Viking helmet on with one of the horns broken off. You see he stomps up to you. And let's see here. He goes,
I can't wait.
We want our share.
Your share of what?
Our share of what? We mustered hundreds to come here, looking for treasure in 10 towns. And now you stand up there and tell us it is not going to happen?
Town's never had any treasure. It's been a smoking crater for months. Well, hold on, weeks. Yeah, weeks. Sorry, we've been playing this for a while. The time gets a little loopy.
maybe that's what you believe.
Oh, really? Well, maybe I do believe it. Since I was there and brought down both the Duergar Kingdom and the metal dragon they constructed that did so.
I care nothing about your bragging.
And I don't care anything about yours.
We were promised treasure, goods. We came from the mountains here. And we're not leaving until we get something. Look, I will tell you what we're gonna do. The tribe of Mini Arrows. We're gonna take all of the dogs, and we're gonna take half of the reindeer, and then we're gonna go, and you should be happy that's the only thing that we take.
For getting tricked, showing up, and getting yourself in a frozen land that's already dying.
You're right. Usually, I break the necks of those who trick me. And promise me stuff that they don't intend to give.
Well, that's
And
unfortunate
I
because I
decided to
already
let
broke.
you live.
Well, that's unfortunate. I broke their necks already.
You see, he turns around and looks at his men, who are increasingly gathering.
I feel like you want to challenge me. Is that it?
Out of character, real quick. Can I size this guy up?
Sure. You take a look at this guy's inventory, and you see he is yoked, easily like about 7 feet tall. He's dressed in plate. You see that he carries a great sword that definitely doesn't look like it was his. Something he probably stole from maybe some paladin or some cleric or somebody. But it looks like he carries it well. It's like he holds it over his shoulder like a baseball bat. He looks stacked. I'll say that.
You can do it. Kick his ass. Kick his fucking ass, Craig.
Yo, a king's gotta put people in their place.
Put motherfuckers in check. You got me on your back. Like, call me, I'll do it.
You ran off.
I didn't run off. I went to get the people to go kill the Gorman.
You care so much about some reindeer and some dogs. Are you willing to risk your blood for it? Or you could step out the way and call your little dogs off, and we will take what is ours and go. What? Do I frighten you?
A little bit.
At this moment, Stigger, there's two things you can do. You can try to intimidate this guy to get him to stand down, but you're gonna have to role play to do it, and then we're gonna roll an intimidation check. I would say if others were with you, they can join in, but you're over here by yourself at this moment.
Yeah.
Or, you could try to fight this guy. It looks like he's more than willing to throw down with you. It looks like he feels pretty confident that he could smash you.
That stunning fist on his ass, flurry of blows. I say, do it.
The DC I'm looking for an intimidation is a 15. But if that doesn't work, you're not sure what he's going to do next.
If I do a show of force, could I try to make it persuasion instead of intimidation?
I would say it would still be intimidation because he's hostile, but it could give you advantage depending upon like what show of force you're gonna do.
You were brought forth here by Leaders that served their own interests in a land that's going to die. Now here's what I'm going to tell you. You have done nothing. Your services were promised in the case of invasion. There is no marching. Not when everyone's already at the precipice. Because I said so. Look around you. You have some orcs. I have how many orcs did they hold on, out of character. How many orcs did they say they had? I was told they had.
You know that there is a large camp that's probably maybe a quarter of a mile away, where they kind of just powwow by themselves. But here, you see that mostly it's ordinary orcs that you probably could beat up like 10 of these guys.
Yeah.
But you do know that the ones that are closest to him, they seem to be his best warriors, and he seems to be ready.
And I'm gonna wave up my Ragged Tribe as well. You have a small contingent of your army. I have mine entire here. You will be beaten down, and just like before, your bodies will be destroyed to tell the rest of them what happened. What you have been gifted is your lives to go back peacefully, and that is what you are putting on the line. Make no mistake, there's no victory here. You die. I scared off the dragons. I have fought off the forces of Sunblight, dozens to hundreds of Duergar, with a handful. We have slain I have matched the Hag of the Mirror. I intend with full conviction to march to the Frostmaiden herself and bring the sun back. You ask if I'm scared of you. Tell me then, Mr. No Name, who the fuck are you to say any of that to me? As a dog that came at someone else's call.
Ooh. All right. Well, go ahead and roll me an intimidation with advantage.
Damn. Just called you like a. Damn.
15.
Yeah, that was hard.
Stigger's best with that. Like,
It's a 15 because he did just witness you guys fly get some 2 dragons to leave, and he heard the speech. So
you have done nothing from what you were called for, so you get nothing.
Damn.
Now go with your lives, because that's all that you have left, unless you want to give us that as well.
Go ahead and roll it.
I did. I got a 15. I don't know why I didn't show up.
Yeah, I did not see. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled it in Dimension 20.
Yeah,
I mean,
probably.
D&D Beyond there. I mean...
You see he stands there and looks at you a long time. He goes...
4 reindeer, 5 dogs. We go.
Gonna look to the side. Brent, quick question. I have rations. How many rations would that take?
Ooh, I mean, a reindeer, if quartered and cut up and packed out, can easily feed somebody. I would say that's like 10 days, maybe more worth of rations. A single reindeer.
So 10 days for a single reindeer.
Yeah.
And how many did he ask for?
Yes, for 4
reindeer.
Wait. What did I say? You said what,
10
4
days of rations for 1 reindeer.
No. But he said he wanted 4 reindeer and 5 dogs. Yes, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
He looks at you.
I'm gonna look to the side and ask how many do we have right now? To one of my men.
He tells you. He kind of whispers to you. He goes, "We have about 25 reindeer. Dogs, we have a bunch. Maybe 20, 30.
I'm gonna whisper, any we can spare. What can we spare?
You see he's hesitant to say, just spare it. He goes, I don't know about spare, but we could make do.
I'm gonna go up to this guy. I'm going to pull out, because I've been hoarding them up for a while, 15 days of rations from my pack. Now I'm not as cruel as my previous predecessors. I'm a generous man. You get 1 reindeer in 15 days of this, because unlike you, I'm not weak enough to need it.
Ooh. Roll me a persuasion with disadvantage. Will you insult
I just
him?
literally gave him because I just gave him my own food.
Oh, well, you told him. Well, you get a sense, I'll tell you this, that his ask was really for him to save face with his people watching. He doesn't want to leave empty-handed, but he definitely doesn't want to be insulted with, like, whatever somebody's going to give him. So, roll me a persuasion with disadvantage. GC's 15.
I'm going to use it. Inspiration.
Come on, hit it.
Go for it. I'll give it to you. You can roll again.
That's a 13.
You see, he goes,
4 reindeer, keep the dogs.
Three reindeer, you keep the rations.
I'm just haggling you.
roll me a persuasion.
No, you told me that 10 days of food equals 1 reindeer.
True, but
I gave him 15.
I know, but the difference is that they can pack out. Reindeer is more versatile than rations. They can use the bone. They can use all different types of stuff for clothing. It's not this, like, a ration is not the equivalency to a reindeer. You get a sense they prefer the reindeer.
All right, what am I rolling?
Roll me another persuasion.
Is it still a disadvantage?
No, since you didn't insult him this go around. It's 15.
Right.
You see he turns and looks at his men. Do you know Orcish?
I know giant.
He says something to them in Orcish and barks orders. And you see that they begin to move in the direction of what would be the reindeer pens, which we'll say it's north off the map here. You see a couple others come up to the rations that you've taken out, and they begin to collect them. You see, without a word, he turns and leaves you.
I'm going to tell my men, make sure they only take what was promised.
You see he nods. You see the rest, he begins barking orders at everybody else, all the other orcs, and they begin to hop on their war band, their war wagons, and you see they begin to whip up the polar bears to leave. Looks like the issue's settled.
Oh, get.
Looking back at my group, there's how satisfied / dissatisfied with that do they look?
You see that they're pretty neutral. It looks like they're happy that they didn't have to fight and possibly die, to these guys. But all food is scarce and precious considering the rhyme. They don't look to be too happy to give up anything, but they look like they're willing to deal with it. And they also look like they respect you for standing up to them.
Yeah. If any, I'm going to spread the message that the loss of food is due to the unfortunate poor decisions of the previous leaders, and I tried my best to.
All right.
Because I'm a politician now.
True. You gotta blame that on the queen.
Yeah, the people before me's fault.
All right.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Ragnar, Genesis, and Elaine Harpel in this group of these warriors that are with you. You guys make your way up to Verlaine Harpel's station. and I'm sorry, not Verlaine, but Avarice's station. You see she stands down watching all of her men packing up stuff, and she sees you guys coming. You see that she narrows her eyes.
Oh, wait. Did I see Alvarian talk to her?
No, that happened while you guys were talking at the tent and on the way. Alvarian right now is kind of, I guess we'll say he's leaving, wrapping his way around the side over here.
Okay. Actually, I tell them hold, and I call over my reindeer. Actually, no, I tell one of them send for the king.
You see Avarice comes over. And you see when she sees Verlaine Harpel, you see the grimace comes over her face. She goes, "It figures you would show up here with some ragtag adventurers. What do you want?" You see Verlaine looks at her and goes, "I think if you knew the location of Yithrin, you wouldn't be here. Now would you?" Avarice says, "And you do?" Verlaine just smiles. "So you're here just to rub it in," Avarice says. "Good for you. Are you sending these dogs," she says, gesturing at Genesis and Ragnar, "to do the dirty work that you can't?"
Hey, what's your problem, lady?
You see she looks at you, she goes, "I have no problem. Apparently you do, since you're following this bumbling idiot around." So looking at Verlaine. Verlaine goes, "Dizane had the same opinion of me before I killed him." You see she seems a bit taken back by that. But she recovers and she goes, "And Nas?" Verlaine says nothing. "Look," Avarice says, "you may have found out where the codicil is at, but Nas probably has it in her backpack already. Heading to Yithrin right now. So, what do you want to do?" At this moment, Ragnar, Genesis, you see from the dark skies land two massive gargoyles onto these rocks behind her. You see Verlaine looks at you, Genesis, and kind of gives you the nod, like, "Are you ready? Let's do this."
I look at her and I say, "You'll wait for the king to arrive to settle your dispute. There won't be any fighting today in the middle of the Reagan men camp, making your highness look bad. There's an opportunity for peace."
What? She is right here. You see, she.
So are you.
What is that supposed to mean? Verlaine says.
I said, "Do you think that you could go about this and simply start a massive battle in the middle of this camp and that Stigger himself would not be held accountable? Ours. No offense, but given the situation, no matter what you do, you're bound to start bad blood. Hence a chance for peace. We wait for the king, we let him decide. I didn't come here to simply slay your foe for you, Verlaine. What do I look like, a mercenary? But, Alvarez, if you are our enemy, and you do indeed stand in our way, well, there lies a different story. But I'm not the arbitrator of this camp. Stigger is. Hence why we send word for him. But you don't lead, and neither do you."
Sven and Cade, what you guys are doing at this moment?
I mean, probably would have followed Ragnar once everyone was like ready and to go, or like I would have waited for Puddle at least too.
Okay.
So I don't know how long it's been since we did that
This
little
has all kind of
conversation.
happened simultaneously.
Yeah.
Sven, Mary turns to you and says, I told you a while ago that I thought I saw your uncle in the Underdark. You remember that?
Yeah, I do. You said you had some information.
Well, he seemed to know where you were. But I'm not sure that was him. That
How do you mean?
that other lady, the one who calls herself Virgil. I swear that I saw her for a split second. There. Maybe on top of him, maybe one in together. It wasn't like what I can do. You see that she transforms into Pip, for instance. But then she transforms back into herself. It was different. I think Virgil wanted me to come here. I don't think I met your uncle at all. But I'm not sure for what. I'm sorry. It took a minute to sort it out. And I didn't want to give you false hope about your family. I'm not sure what happened to him.
Well, considering the situation when my father and his brothers fled, I doubt they would have been very kind if they were captured.
Yeah. And then there's this. You see, she kind of shows like where her collarbone is at. And you see what looks like some arcane symbols and whatnot, maybe tattooed into her skin. I can mask it. I've always had it.
Do I recognize any of the symbols, or?
Roll me an Arcana.
Not very good at this. I'll give it a try.
Alright.
You get a sense just glancing at it. Let me check something. Oh, actually, it looks similar to maybe like a locate creature type of spell.
Do you know who may have put this here?
That's what's strange. Like Alvarian. Well, actually, hold on. She doesn't know that. But she will go ahead and say, I tried to think about where I came from. And I don't have any memory. My earliest memories, they're foggy. But I recall a city in the sky. Big. Circular. It seemed like the city was everywhere, above, below. But that's it. I don't know. I feel like it's important for some reason, especially ever since your uncle or whoever that was, or Virgil found me.
Yeah, I think we'll need to have based on what the description you said there, I think we need to have a talk with Alvarian and Pip about that city.
She nods. Puddle!
Yes, sir.
Pip reaches into a sleeve of his winter clothes. And you see he, like, grips at something and he kind of rips it. And it looks like popping out of in between, like, the seams or the few layers.
Mm-hmm.
He takes something out. He goes, when Virgil came by the Geldenstag, I was afraid that she would frisk me or something, but she didn't. I still have this.
What is this?
And let's see here.
I hope it's not another potion.
No.
We don't have time for that.
Let's see here. This.
But it's been a long ass day, guys.
Strange box. It's not under weapons. Sorry, I'm trying. I want to bring up this item. Give me a second. Alright. Special. No. Well, I can do this. Here we go. I'm gonna add a handout real quick. There we go. Okay. You see he pulls out something that looks like this right here. And
Ooh.
Interesting.
he goes, this was in the golden box. The one with those vials.
I still have it. I know which one you're talking about.
Well, I have the box. But it's a key, right? A key to, what do you think?
Probably is a gate, since it's in the box, and the box is a compass.
This is what Virgil was probably one of the things she was looking for.
Wait, has anybody else seen this?
I think everybody else has forgotten about it.
Puddle rubs her temples.
Hey, she puts it in your palm. He goes, if something happens to me, make sure nobody gets this.
Didn't you want to go, Sir, though? Yep.
Go where?
To see, isn't like this to Yevon?
I don't want to go with it. I want to go to Yithrin, yes. But this gate? Go there? Wherever those people landed at? Hell no.
Oh, okay.
I'm here to finish a legacy, alright? You know? I told myself a long time ago I would figure out, I would complete my studies. Imagine the city of Yithrin. All of it. But I'm not trying to go extra dimensional or anything like that if I can help it. I may ask you for it back though. Just to use it. Just if we ever do come across a gate. But between now and then, in case something happens to me, you keep it.
Okay.
Alright. Meanwhile, you guys north up here. Eventually, Stigger, you come back. We'll say one of your men grabs you and tells you about the conflict that's going on near the Black Swords camp.
Yeah, I'll go.
And yeah, you show up. You see, in the meantime, before Sticker shows up, Avarice goes, well, I'll keep hacking. And you see that eventually, by the time Sticker gets over there, most of those items have been thrown onto these sleds, and you see that they're strapping them down. What do you do?
So what's going on here?
And Alvarian, if there's something you want to do, you can hop in at this moment too.
Gotcha.
I'm bigger. Go ahead, Alvin.
The moment I would kind of walked around Proctor, kind of gave some commands, and I guess he's following me now. I'm like, it's cool, follow me. I'm walking up. I'm saying, how did it go? Well, I wasn't there for when he spoke with the works, but I would tell him like, I think she might be a dutiful ally in fighting the Frost Maiden.
Ally, Verlaine says. You see Avarice goes, oh, so you're with them. Figures.
Well, you already knew that I was part of the Lightbringers.
I didn't know that you had this lady with you.
I mean, what is your quarrel with each other?
She doesn't respond to that.
I just want to kill Ariel the Frost Maiden. I made that abundantly clear.
Verlaine looks at you, Sticker, and goes,
What's happening here?
You sound so tired.
Yes, I am.
I look over at Stigger and I walk over and I whisper to him really quickly, like, Arpel wants to kill Avarice because she believes that if she knows where the Codicil of White is, she will try to kill us. Ergo, I stalled her leaving in case it was of critical importance for us.
But I already know where the Codicil of White is.
No, I was whispering this to the Stigger.
Oh, you're whispering it?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, this is. Yeah, he did say he was whispering.
Got it.
I'm kind of like next to them too, and I'm kind of like, she doesn't seem the most trustworthy. But I think if we can at least have an extra body to fight Ariel, at least it would help us out.
I mean, I defer to your judgment. This is your village.
Verlaine says, no way.
Okay. What is your plan after you leave this encampment? I'm saying this to Avarice.
You see she comes down from the mountain area. Like, these tents are gone by this point. And she goes, that's none of your business. I'm leaving this place and moving on.
You're
Well,
obviously
you gotta-
going to look for the Kodasala one.
I
Okay,
mean,
Kodadala.
I mean, he's absolutely right. It's obvious that's what you're going to do.
Ooh.
What's your business with working with Levistus, the cult of Levistus?
Oh, damn. Called her out.
You see some other cult members are coming down. She goes, I don't know what you're talking about, okay?
We've already met them in Caer-Deneval. We already know what you're about. You can pretend and do your little song and dance where you think you're clever, but I've had a long day and I'm done with everyone.
Then why don't
and I
you
mean
go get
everyone's
some
shit.
sleep, alright? We're not staying here to bother you or mess with you and your barbarians and your savages. We're leaving. You're tired, go get some sleep, okay?
Whoa. Brent, real quick, the
You
name that
call
I remember
me a
Virgil
savage?
telling us about that
Yeah, she
demon,
did.
was it like Baphomet?
Wait, say that again?
That demon that Virgil told us about, Baphomet?
Belafit?
Belafit? Okay, I just want to make sure I remember the name. And I look at her and I say, I look and I say, so you're part of that cult then? So you're looking for Belafit? Is that correct? Is that why you want to make it to Yithrin?
She looks confused. And she goes,
No, they want Yithrin because that's what every one of these stupid mages want. Yes, I say that out loud.
Look, I think we're done here. You see, she looks at Villain. It was great meeting all of your friends. I hope you guys have a great time here in the Dale, fighting Ariel and whoever. I will see you back at the Arcane Brotherhood. I prefer not to, though. And you see, she goes, all right! She begins clapping. And you see people getting to work faster.
I look at Sticker and I say, are you okay with her leaving? If not, speak now.
Yeah, if not, say the word.
How many men does she have?
You see
Not
there's
enough.
like 15 of them. There's like these 2 gargoyles that are chilling, hanging out. Oh, that's what I did. Okay. So what happened? Bam. There we go. You see the gargoyles kind of land menacingly, looking at you guys. Their stony eyes. You see they begin to bring dogs over, strap the dogs over to the sleds. She's just ignoring you. But you see that she's like keeping an eye on you guys.
They're taking rations from the encampment, Sticker. I think that's what they're doing.
Hold on. Does it look like they're doing that?
You haven't seen anybody take any rations. No.
Yeah, again, legitimately, they're taking so hold on. I see them taking their shit. They have not okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you know what?
You see Villain looking at all you desperately like, you're just gonna let her go?
Why shouldn't I?
Because if you want to get to Yithrin, if you want to get to...
I don't care about.
And she was also fucking with kids
Yithrin.
back in Caer-Deneval.
That's the only reason I would care, and even then, that's very little. Listen to me, Harpel. You are not a duchess or a countess or whatever rank you guys give to yourself. You have only got here because of us, and quite frankly, I personally do not care about your Yithrin. As far as I'm concerned, you're all fools for looking for it. You will not I'm now in charge of this tribe, and if you thought you were going to get an army, you are wrong. You owe the Lightbringers. We don't owe you. You want to get her yourself. Because you've put our lives too much on the line for almost nothing. And before you go about the Elk tribe, I knew how to find the Bear tribe already. We never needed you.
You see,
Okay, I don't
her
like
hands
Taco
are
either, but like, yo, let's chill on her
you see her hands are shaking. She
Not-
takes out a cigarette from her case, and she like kind of struggles with lighting it. She goes, fine, fine, fine. And she throws up her hands, and you see she kind of marches away.
Wait, hold on, real quick. What do I remember from? Because I don't remember that much from like Care Denival. I remember talking to that like one kid girl, who was like terrified of this girl. Terrified of Avarice. Was it because she like, the girl was like harmed by her, or was it just like she's like, ooh, you know?
From what you understood back then, Avarice seemed to be in control of, or at least had power over these cultists. And these cultists were the ones pretty much running Care Denival and hoarding all the supplies and goods.
But did she ever like hurt the people there?
You've never seen her hurt the people there, no.
Okay. Well,
I mean, you did eventually hear about how the cultists locked the keep of Care Denival and let the dragons pretty much slaughter them all. I mean, you know that, but...
You sure, Stigger? And let him walk?
And, I mean, you can roll a group insight check for... Let's see.
I like really don't want to let him walk.
Sure, yeah. I'll roll an insight check.
I'm looking
I
for
got
a
20
17.
insight check. I got a 20.
Alright. I mean, maybe there's something else important that, like, she may have did, but you guys as a group can't really recall it. But, you see, yeah, they get done securing their shit. The dogs are attached to the sleds. You see she hops on one of the sleds. Actually, no. You see that, one of the gargoyles comes and kneels down, and she gets on the back of it. You see that there's some reins. There's like a little saddle. And then she kind of does a whistle. And then, lightning fast, you see the gargoyle pop up into the air. As she flies away, you see Verlaine is looking at her in the distance, and she gives Verlaine the middle finger. And then flies off. And you begin to see all of these cultists move out.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, there goes our chance if we wanted it.
Yeah. Honestly,
feeling
it
we're
doesn't,
gonna do her.
taking her down here doesn't help Care Denival.
Shall we make our way to the Frost Maiden?
At this moment, you see the Gorm shows back up with what looks to be a tribal member dressed in, you know, like heavy furs, like he just got back into camp. And Gorm comes to you, Stigger, and goes, "This is one of the scouts that went to pursue the elk tribe." He looks at him and goes, "Tell him what you told me." You see this younger guy goes, "We came to the river. It was the bridge was destroyed. They began to look for a way around. I went ahead a bit further, and it took several hours, but there was a point where we can march, but one of the groups had to turn back. They're still on the way back here now. One of the groups went ahead across the river. I kept going ahead further and came to where the elk was supposed to be, and nothing was there."
What do you mean nothing was there?
There were some tracks, like they all moved out, like they knew we were coming. But everything's gone.
What about the group that went ahead? Did you catch up with them?
Yes, they decided to keep going and to pursue them, but I mean, who knows how long that would take?
Did you call them back?
I just got back here. I didn't know I was supposed to call them back.
We are chasing them does us no good. If you can call our group, if they go out and go too far, then it could end in a situation where they're just where they get lost in the ice and die of hunger before they get to them. Call them back if you can. We need to consolidate our resources and prepare.
You see Gorm gives him a nod, and you see he nods and he goes off to probably resupply and then head back out.
I hope I can read him. I hope I can talk. Hope that next time I talk to him, it will not be his enemies.
Well, all of you come back to the main tent. It looks like, for the most part, everything's kind of resolved here. What are you guys' next move?
We should rest and then head to the Frost Maiden.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So, what was the ruling on silvery barbs?
They get a wisdom save against it.
Okay, so I can take it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the opposing person will get a wisdom save before an attack
Yeah,
happens.
that's fine. And then second question, the key that Pip gave me, how big is it?
It's small. It's like it's just made out of crystal and the other key.
Like I could take my fake eyeball out and put the key in there. And
Oh my god!
I'm sorry.
Yo!
I was thinking about it, like where to hide it.
I would think, sure, why not? If you really
Yeah?
want to keep it in your eye socket, you could dig it in there, and.
But if I have to dig it in there, I'll think of something else.
Yeah, that's metal, but I think it's gonna be very uncomfortable. Like a key. Like here's the thing: it's a small key, but it's still a key, right?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
No,
That's I don't know how.
It's like maybe 3 inches long.
Okay,
You know?
yeah, like but
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah, that's
prison,
too big.
prison pocket maybe, but not eye socket.
yeah.
Paro doesn't
Again,
have
I
anything else on her
respect the
body
idea,
to,
but
like, put it on. Okay, I'll think of something else. Okay, that's it for good.
All right. So, do you guys want to agree to take a long rest here?
I do want to see if the group comes back or not, and what they tell me about the Elk tribe. So I'm willing to take a long rest for that.
All right.
Yes, long rest.
You guys get a long rest in. Nothing happens throughout the night. Ragnar, though, roll me a wisdom save.
Oh man.
Oh no.
It's okay, Ragnar's a wise man. There's no way he'd go back to his old ways. Ah, yeah.
27.
As you lay down in the +10, god damn. You lay down, you hear like a whispering in your ear. I'm here. Use me. When you Mhm.
Yeah, what is it? I look around. What is it?
You look in the direction of the chest where Malamayan sits.
It's locked, right?
No.
Oh,
It's like
locked
open
it.
the chest.
No, I thought Stigger said he locked the chest.
Yeah,
and only he
I
had-
wrapped it up, threw in the
Sure.
chest, made sure to lock it, and took the key with me because I don't trust this damn thing.
Sure. Okay, it's locked.
Yeah.
I'll get up, start burning sage, pray extra.
We sort of Swiss shades everywhere. You wake up a few people, like, what the fuck are you doing? And you lay back down. Stigger, roll me a wisdom save.
Roll high.
Ooh, spicy.
An hour or so later, you open your eyes, Stigger, and you feel compelled to grab Malamayan out of the chest.
God damn it. Okay.
You go through, take out the key, unlock it, grab the wrapped blade, and with that, you are under a compulsion to carry this blade with you. You believe that essentially the world will end, Ariel will win, if you do not keep this blade with you.
But we cannot convince this guy out of it then.
I would do it but since we're streaming, I'll let everybody know. But that you as a character, that's what you know. Nobody else knows that.
Mhm.
But that's it.
All right.
You take the blade, put it in your pack, make sure it's nice and secured, and then close the chest.
Oh, so he's not carrying it on his side.
No.
He just has to have it.
He's doing what Ragnar did, like in the first few sessions.
Yeah.
Puddle, you weren't there, but yeah.
Oh no!
Because these things are intelligent.
Yes. All right. You guys get a long rest in. The next day, you get all of your items together. Mary, she has one less level of exhaustion with her. So she's moving at half speed. But you're able to kind of ease her along. Alvarian, carrying, I believe you're the one carrying the amulet of the Frost Maiden, that in order to use it requires the sacrifice of a creature, and it must be their blood must be put into a 20-foot radius circle, and then there's some other incantations that must be spoken, and then anything inside of that radius while you're wearing the amulet will be transported.
I guess if we're going to go there using the amulet, we would have to get the blood of a live creature.
I think we've already discussed that. That's not, I don't think that's how it works.
Huh?
Huh?
Sorry, what was the question?
No, that's exactly how it works.
But the DM just told us that's how it works.
You need the blood of a live creature that would obviously be killed, but yeah.
Any volunteers?
Well, I guess I've been carrying this mole this long.
The mole looks at you guys like, yo!
I'm just kidding.
Yo!
No. Otto would not let you guys kill her mole.
Listen.
Also,
Don't you have a
blood
mole?
for the 20-foot circle.
Yeah,
I look at
Puddle glares at you.
I look at Pit. So are we going to use this amulet, or are we going to walk up in there? Ari will know we're there once we use this amulet.
You see Verlaine still looks pissed as she's packing up her stuff after your night's rest. She goes, walk up in there. You know how far away we are? You see that she takes out her map and slams it on the ground. Since you guys like difficulty, and
Oh man, do we really have to use Mr. Tiddlywinks?
she points on the map, there, Isle of Solstice.
It's only 60 miles. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's multiple days away then.
I mean, do we the amulet?
We may as well just use the amulet. Let's find some creature out there in the Dale that we can just kill.
Aw.
Or kill that mole, Puddle. So however you would
No. What?
I mean, are there any criminals here or anything? Who are like
Any criminals?
bro?
Yo,
Or like
you
Yeah,
stole
they
a
did.
ration.
They
We're
ran
now
off already.
using you for a blood ritual.
Yeah.
we become Daleth Whaling.
Yo, aren't there the Zerkers in the cave? They're kind of weird.
But they don't die.
Yeah, but we could figure
That's what they
something out to
told
kill
us.
'em.
I'm
Do
pretty
they
sure they
bleed?
die.
I don't think they bleed if they're undead.
You know, it's any creature. It could be an animal. It can be, doesn't have to be a like a.
I don't want to kill a dog or a reindeer. Like,
Oh,
Can
where
we
do you
kill
want
an elk?
Oh, but you're. Never mind, I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
which
mean-
reminds me, I almost forgot. When Verlaine appeared, so Boy would have appeared. Boy,
Why
the
would
dog
you
is with
say
guys.
that right now, Brett?
I'm
That's
just
so
saying,
mean.
if you look at Boy, he wags his tail. He's like, "What? What's up?"
Oh no! Puddle hugs him. No!
close your ears, boy.
No, don't do it. I refuse. I'm not letting you.
Close your eyes. Well, I'm gonna roll a. I guess.
Who do we kill? What do we kill? What do you guys want to kill?
Or are we going hunting, or how are we going to do this?
Let's go hunting for like a creature or something. Let's
Well,
kill that.
no, doesn't the ragged tribe have like animals?
You want to take
like a goat?
what's
that's
already
what
limited
food.
food source.
Well, I mean, we're not taking the food, right?
We don't
So
have,
that could
like,
work out, you know?
I mean,
They're about to kill a reindeer
how-
anyways.
Okay, wait, a goat. How much food does a goat provide? Like a small goat.
Yeah, you know,
Why
maybe 5
sacrifice
rations.
Genesis's mount. He could just call it back.
That's true.
No, hold on. No, I really do want to calculate this out. How much food would a small goat provide?
We'll say that a reindeer gives 20 rations. If you pack it out nice and good, you take all the parts. A goat will do 10.
10? Cool.
A baby goat, 5.
I have a cleric spell that create food, so I can pay for the goat. In that sense.
Wait, so
It only lasts 24 hours though.
They get ready to eat it like, it disappears. Like, oh
Well,
shit.
I'm not giving them a goat. If they kill it, they can, the entire tribe eating one goat. It'll be done within one day, right? 10 people can.
Oh
eat that
yeah,
goat.
like not even.
True.
Hey,
Yeah.
so since the elk tribe just vanished, all our stuff that we left there vanished too, right?
True. So anything that you have on you currently, that's what you have. All that other stuff, that's who knows where it's at.
My 44 rations.
Wait,
That's
what? You left that there?
I don't know.
right,
Nobody answered
so-
me about anything else. So.
That's why I had
Stinger.
you guys sort
Stinger,
out your
can
shit.
you grab us a goat? I can
We don't-
work on casting that spell.
Unless you were to put it in the bag, Kate.
Does that
Might
work
be a
for you,
little too
Stinger?
late.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right,
You are
so
asking for the tribe that I just came in charge, and all the people I came in charge of, to take a piece of their food source, as opposed to actually a bunch of high-level people who've traveled the Dale, to hunt for our damn selves. Is that what you're
Well,
asking
I mean,
me?
no.
taking?
They're
What do
gonna
you mean
eat these
what do
reindeer
you mean
eventually,
taking?
right?
We're giving back, bro.
Sounding awfully manga right now, Kevin.
make the Dale great
taking
again.
Okay, we're taking food from 10 people, and we're giving food for 15 people. My create food and water can give
But
food for 15 people.
can Puddle roll anything to see if it's even possible to quote unquote hunt for anything out here? Like we're in the middle of
Iceland Dale.
I would say that without even rolling, you probably could just go amongst the tribes and just ask a few people. They will tell you that there is slim herds of reindeer a bit south of them, and it would probably you could hunt for one. If you're a good hunter, you may be able to go ahead and pick one up real quick. But if not, it could take you a couple days.
Okay, also,
but
secondary important question that's very important. Once we get to the island, it's in the middle of the ocean. How do we get back?
That is a good question.
We don't have a. We never figured it out because we never figured out how to get there to start with.
Don't come
Well, I
back.
mean, we know how to. We can get there with the
No,
amulet.
we
but
know where it is.
can't
We never
back.
figured out a way to actually we never secured transport or a method to get there or back. So we don't have anything.
Send a group of people to meet us there. I mean, it'll take them 5 or 6 days to get there, but by the time we finish dealing with the Ice Maiden, and they may be there to recover us.
Did the necklace have a way back? Because otherwise, how did Tessalaka go back? Oh, she was just using.
He had the mirrors.
Yeah, sorry, my brain's not here.
Spot right. It's a good question and a good thought, but.
So, do
I
you
don't
want to
think
try
we-
to exchange create food and water for a reindeer? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Are you going to let that happen, Sticker?
I'm
Why don't Sven and I try to go get a reindeer first?
Wait, okay, hold on.
All right.
Why isn't just using a reindeer anyways not okay?
Because they
I like the
gave some
reindeer.
up, and the reindeer is more than just food. It carries things and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, but
Hold on. So Brent,
they
let me ask
have
this.
no animals up to slaughter. Like
Would birds work?
within
Hold
the
on.
next couple
That-
days?
Let me. May I ask something?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Brent. So this is just like so basically, I'm not sure if I'm understanding it right because there have been different ways in different forms of medium how this goes. If this thing is sacrificed and it's still going to be there, right? It's not like it gets desiccated or
True.
something happens.
Yes.
So
It'll be
it'd
blood
be just
out.
like them killing an animal that they're going to eat anyway. Am I understanding that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so we can just bring the goat meat back.
Yeah.
It's like when you use that spell in Divinity where you turn a dead body into a blob and the
But-
body explodes.
But bear in mind that once I start the ritual, we have to be within that radius.
Hmm.
So wherever we kill this goat, it's where we're going to be leaving it. Anyways, you don't have all day.
I mean, not necessarily. Like, somebody can just carry the goat as your, you know.
You're pretty certain you could probably get a group of warriors to, like, stand by while you do your thing.
No, I mean, yeah, if that's it, I'll get a stand by. We're gonna do this to go fight the Frostmaiden. They can collect it and make it, and then turn the dailies into the daily food.
Okay.
Got it.
Die on the ice.
In that case, I'll.
Yeah, I was
not have
misunderstanding
food or
what this
water.
ritual would do.
No problem. All right. So yeah, you get one of the reindeers. The warriors are a bit hesitant, but they're following your instructions. You guys move out
I will
away from
convince
the
them
camp.
that they will still have the reindeer to process, but we need to do this thing in order to get to the Frostmaiden and stop this.
Yes, you go out away from the camps. You note that the orcs have already left. They may have probably moved overnight or so. They're gone, and you're out here in the darkness. You follow the instructions of this ritual where you grab the reindeer and steady it. Some of the warriors help you, and somebody has brought a bucket or a pail, and you slaughter this unfortunate creature and collect its warm, steaming blood in this bucket. You then go ahead. Yeah.
Before we leave the tribe, can I ask, because I'm assuming Pip and Mary are gonna go back to the 10 towns, on foot or whatever?
No, they're with you.
No, they're
no,
not with
no,
us.
they're coming with us? Yo, these guys are insane! What?
No, were you not listening? You were in the
Okay,
tent
I might
with
have been
us.
picking spells or something, but yo, these guys are crazy. Yo, can I
No,
convince
they're-
them not to come?
No, the
You could try to. I mean, I can say right now, Pip, he's not even trying to hear it. He's like, I'm going. Mary, she's like, where would I go?
Yeah, she's
There's-
coming with us.
The Ramshackle, right? The Ramshackle's still
No,
standing.
she's
Ramshackle's-
coming with us, Kate.
There's nothing left in Lonelywood. It got burned to the ground.
No,
Didn't
doctor's
we hear
coming
the
too,
thing
right
where
there.
the only thing left standing was the Ramshackle, no? After
True.
the dragon attack.
Yes.
Yes, but the safest place would be with us.
Us? We're about to go fight the Ice
Yes,
Maiden.
and if- and
is
if-
that safe?
And if we
Is that
don't,
safer
and
than
if-
the Ramshackle?
listen, if we don't come back, then is it safe here?
That's true. That's true.
That's what you get, Kate.
Well, no. If we don't come back, then it would definitely be safer here.
Pip goes,
Yeah.
it's getting colder. We're all gonna die if Ariel's not dealt with.
And the last time we left Mary, when there were gargoyle statues outside, I said we should bring her with us. Nobody listened. She got kidnapped.
All right, they come.
was-
Which, when you think about that, you remember that, and you remember that Avarice had a couple gargoyles with her.
Mm-hmm.
And that
Oh.
was February last year, I think.
Yeah, that was a minute.
Okay, and then I guess okay, so they both come then.
Yeah, they're both coming.
Proctor
We still
goes,
can't
I will
get
make sure
off
Mary's
of that
okay.
island. We still have zero way to get off that island, and we're not swimming through a massive ocean miles to get back to nowhere of the
Have to
shore.
bring
Well-
bring us a boat.
Okay, just go home since you don't want to fight the Frostmaiden.
Puddle can breathe water.
I mean, I'm not gonna. You don't even have the food to live there for a month. After a week, we're probably all dead from starvation,
Ragnar
or
can
2 weeks,
cast
I guess.
food and water. We have. the
Actually, yeah, no,
sustenance.
yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah. Okay, you were just making.
Hey,
shit
magic's
up.
pretty
No,
nice, huh?
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey, man.
well, someone needs to come pick us up after we're done with this shit.
I'm literally.
I
a
have the
baby,
sending
boys.
spell. I can talk to someone, Kate. Any
Okay,
more
okay.
questions?
I will give you this your daily.
Any other-
bread.
So, well, Kate is taking out all these concerns and stuff
Are
while you guys are
serious
doing the
right
ritual.
now, Kate?
You guys make the circle of blood and grab everybody goes ahead and stands in the center. And Alvarian, you have Teslaka's ritual book, and you're wearing this amulet, and you begin to go ahead and chant. Anybody know Primordial? No?
Oh,
Like
wait. Yeah, Puddle does.
He does. Puddle does.
That's wild.
You hear something familiar, and in Primordial, innocence born in the Frost Maiden's grasp, innocence taken in the Frost Maiden's wrath. The fathers and the sons' vessels shall be chosen, as 100 or more faithful give their blood as token. Vessels will be tested in perpetuity, preservation, isolation, endurance, and cruelty. If passed, the vessels shall demonstrate their worth to reign for 3,000 moons at the crown of this earth. And as Alvarian speaks this exotic language, you blink, and literally, you feel wind tugging at you, pulling at you, almost threatening to knock you down. In a blink, the entire terrain that you saw is gone. Instead, you see white ice, snow, blowing in torrential kind of winds, whipping in various directions. The cold here is even more intense. It hurts your skin. You look around you, and you see something off in the distance. And hopefully, you guys still have that extension installed, because I'm going to show you a couple videos using it of what you're looking at.
Oh boy.
Movie night.
So if you zoom in, you get a better look, obviously.
I see
Was
all
there a
black.
new update?
Maybe.
I got nothing yet.
You didn't get anything? Nobody's. Okay.
Yeah.
Can anybody see it except me?
I think you might be the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I guess you had to update the extension.
Alright, what was
Sorry.
it?
It should be under your extension. So
But for the
Alright,
stream's sake, I'm showing it.
Hell yeah.
VTT,
It doesn't say anything. Oh, right here.
enhancement suite.
It should be pinned.
So how do I update?
Yeah, I got you. Put it in general.
Yeah.
Oh, arigato.
Go to general.
Last updated January 25th?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Awesome.
Yeah, we haven't.
Alright, I'll...
Wait, extension options, manage extension.
Yeah, pretty much you have to go ahead and get the new packet, put it in a folder, and then unload that packet in Google Extensions, and reload your browser, and it'll be there. I thought about putting it in Imager, whatever it's called.
Oh, okay. So we got to redo it, basically.
I think I still... Can I find it in Imager? I put one of them in there. And let me see.
Open the top right.
Hmm.
Load unpack.
Fuck, I don't remember how to do this shit.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Hey,
And select.
here we go.
We have
Okay.
to do all this work.
I know, oh my god.
We got
Oh
5.
yeah, mine shifted to 1.8, 120, 128.
Yuck.
Holy cow, tongue twister.
I did upload one video to Imager, and I will
Okay.
share it there.
Yeah, you just need to update it and you're good to go.
Oh,
Oh.
I see it. Whoa, this is cool.
Wait, don't do that. Just let me figure this out. Jesus.
It's cool.
Okay, wait. I don't know how to update this. It's just pissing me off already.
If you look
Alright,
in, if you look
if
in
you
the
go in
general
general.
channel, I put a
Yeah,
link to
yeah,
one
he
of the
put the-
videos.
Oh.
Yes.
yeah, that is kind of cool.
Oh,
Oh
Alright, that
yeah,
works.
damn.
this insidious.
As you
Nice.
stand there looking around this barren landscape covered in snow and ice, off in the distance, you can see this structure, right? That looks like a massive skull on top of some type of edifice or huge structure or mountain.
Fucking Castle Grayskull.
I see it. It's so cool.
This
Whoa,
is
what the
making me
fuck is
cold.
this?
Like, just looking at this is making me cold.
Looks
And
like Triple
I
H from last year's WrestleMania.
Have one more video that I didn't put an imager, but I'm gonna switch to it so you can go ahead and see that one. It's probably kind of the same thing, just different angle.
Where'd you get this, Ren?
No.
This is an asset from a Patreon. Actually, I should shout them out. Let me see here. Let's see.
Oh, it's a nest because Ariel's a bird. I was like, why is that a nest? And I was like, oh.
It feels kind of surreal that we're like here.
Yeah.
This
We're in the
is
end game now.
The end game.
I didn't think
Yeah,
I'd
it feels
survive
like-
this long.
Feels like just
Oh, wait.
yesterday we were getting our asses destroyed in the fucking airship.
I mean, we were getting our asses kind of destroyed yesterday during the big chieftain fight, so I guess it's not that different.
You were getting your ass destroyed. Okay, not
Yeah. We were thriving, buddy. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh right, you just left me there. Okay. Yeah, okay. All right, cool.
Dude, I still have PTSD, bro.
Don't bring that
Like-
negative energy to the hut, Stinger. Come on.
Oh my goodness. I can't.
Okay, you know what, Brent? Thanks for giving me this sword. I'm gonna put it to good use.
Hey, there you go. So, Epic Quest Patreon. Thank you guys for the great animations and animated map. Thank you.
yes. Thank you very much.
Sir. Excellent stuff. And I got a few other images I will show you real quick, just static images, not animated stuff, of kind of what you're looking at off in the distance as you stand in this sweeping cold. And bada boom. Let's see here.
I'm glad we're not in Ario's face. I'm glad we're a bit out. I
Oh,
thought
she
we
knows. She knows
So
we're
I'll show you this
Yeah.
one here. As you can see, a large icy staircase kind of leads to it. We have another aerial shot. And then we have this is kind of what I imagine where you guys are at, kind of looking in its direction, like this image here.
Oh shit, can you reload that? I just closed it by accident. Shit.
Grim scale from a distance.
Guys, I'm
What?
scared.
Why didn't
I
we
mean-
wait until she was flying? Wasn't that our original plan?
Yeah, nobody's said anything about
Yeah.
that. So.
Wait, what was our original plan?
wait.
Uh,
Our
I thought about it, but
yeah.
honestly, whatever.
Our
What was our
original plan was to wait until she flew to do the
Yeah.
auras.
Yeah.
And then we would go, but we kind of didn't specify that. We were just like, let's go.
Yeah, no, that's what happened.
We had enough of her shit. Okay, she's gonna get clapped. All right.
Wait,
I
can't we do
clapped.
that? Wait, can we not do that?
We're already
Do what?
here.
I mean, we can absolutely do it. 'cause
I
we
mean,
are
sure.
doing it.
I mean, time doesn't stop. I mean, it's not like you know. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. Let's dig in until she flies out.
She already knows we're here, though.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
ahead and start ritually casting Lehman's tiny
That's
hut.
gonna protect, dude. That protects us. I'm gonna laugh so hard. Just imagine like the frosting outside the fucking tent.
Yeah, nah, dog, that's
like, what are you guys
She's
doing?
just gonna
Like,
be like, yeah, when this run out, I'm gonna
y'all,
eat
y'all having fun? You know.
you. Enjoy, any last words? I
mean,
like
I
she'll
can-
be sitting there like, I hope you writing your last will and testament in there.
Yeah, I can
Y'all
see
ready
the little
actions,
figure
drop the
outside.
tent, and just blast her in the face.
And this is the
Oh.
official art from the book.
Damn.
Damn.
That's
Well,
pretty.
voting.
She's up and around.
Hey, look at these idiots climbing the stairs.
I know who would do
Oh,
who would do
man.
that.
Isn't that about to be us?
Yeah, it's about to be
Yeah.
us.
That's a joke. That's a joke.
All right. So next session, it's the beginning of the end here. We see what we gonna do about the Frost Maiden.
I thought of an answer for you, Scott, how we're gonna get off the island. We use Olivia and her dragons.
Yeah, that
Ooh,
ain't happening.
the Eagles! The Eagles are coming!
Dude,
That probably give
Ragnar,
us a
Ragnar
while.
can cast water wall.
That's true.
On 7 people?
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, it's more than 7. It's us plus Mary, Proctor, and...
Well, he can cast it. It's not concentration, so he can cast it like 2 times.
Well, Puddle can breathe water, so she wouldn't need it.
Well, it's about like how cold it is, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
So
but
yes, our party
you guys can
with-
drag me through the water.
just their whatever they're carrying on them are
You
now.
find some like tritons or something. I'll be like, hey, thanks.
oh, bro, let's
Make
just
friends
speed
with
run it
the
right now,
dolphin.
bro. We can do it. Just like run through.
All right.
Like 20 minutes, get it, knock it out.
Yeah.
Isn't it
run,
gonna
man,
be like
speed run.
instant roll initiative?
I don't know.
Damn.
We'll see what you do.
We still gotta deal with the bodyguard guys there, no?
Yeah, there is still the holder of Alamayon and Torgai's Fane that are there, and I doubt that at this point she doesn't have some kind of power that was given to her for.
And Thomas is probably here. I think
No,
maybe.
yeah, absolutely.
Yo, what if he like dual wields the swords? Like, you know,
Yo, we're dead.
just
If he
cha-cha-cha-cha, and like absorbing magic
Man,
and
you can't
smiting
say that.
and shit.
Genesis, you're the front liner, bro. You can't be saying
Nah,
that.
dog, even I would die for 58 damage. I'm good.
Bro,
Bro, hey, by the way, that clip is perfect timing because right at the end I say, yo, god damn, 31 plus 18 plus 9, and that's right when the clip ends.
Yeah, you only could do a minute. So.
Man,
But all right, stream, we out.
We're
See you
fine.
next
Thanks
Alright.
for
time.
tuning in,
Guys.
everybody.
Bye.
And if I don't see you, good morning, good evening, and good night.
Yes.
All right, have a good one. Thanks for
Yeah.
joining us.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
you are blessed by Saint Rag.